his upcoming album, The Best of Bennett. Please welcome award-winning Canadian crooner, Matt Dusk. Hey, Matt.
Cheers.
Oh my gosh, cheers to you. How's it going, good sir?
I am very happy to be here. This is the first time I've actually been with you on your new show. This is amazing.
So we actually kind of go way back. We've been together on various things. I've cooked for you. We've been on the social together.
Yes.
We run into each other a lot.
And I got to be greeted first thing in the morning by you.
Yeah.
She was here, I think, at what, 7 a.m.?
Yeah.
What kind of talent does this? This is just like amazing.
Listen, I love opening doors. If you're behind me, I'm going to open that door for you. I love it. All right, well, Matt, you have an upcoming album coming out in November, right?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, so it pays homage to Tony Bennett.
Yes.
The late and the great. I can't even imagine. First off, how did you pick what songs to cover on this album?
So I used to live in Las Vegas for about 4 years, and I used to share a showroom with Tony Bennett.
No way.
So the coolest thing was when I would get kicked out by him, which is totally fine. I would get to see all his shows. And then after the shows, I get to meet with him. We would talk about stuff. And basically, throughout his show, I'd always be watching him learning. And I just fell in love with that material. And I said, okay, I started working on an album in 2022. And then unfortunately passed away. And here we are. So it was my gift to him.
Oh my gosh.
I hope I don't screw it up.
No, I can't imagine. But that's so amazing. So you actually knew him. When did you actually meet him? Can you remember the first time you met him?
It was around 2004.
Okay.
And when I found out that he was coming to the actual theater, I was very nervous.
Yeah.
Sweaty palms. Oh my God.
Yeah.
One of the nicest men I've ever met.
Oh.
Very gracious. Like, hey kid, how's it going? I'm like,
yeah. You're like, you're Tony Bennett. Yeah.
Pitching myself. And through all that, I just realized that it's amazing to have a mentor that is like actually normal.
Yeah.
You know, someone, he never had any ego. He was always very generous and always welcoming, very unassuming.
Yeah, that's so amazing. So how do you narrow down his catalog to choose what to put on the album?
Well, first of all, there is Tony, and he'll always do it his way.
Yeah.
And so I chose the songs that most resonated with me when I would see him perform.
Yeah.
So the album basically has an entire orchestra. Actually, one of our gentlemen in the band did all the arrangements, Lou Pamonti, who's on piano.
Love Lou Pamonti.
You know Lou.
I know Lou. Yeah.
And we were just like, how can we make something that you can put on, you know, late in the evening? It's got a beautiful orchestra. Grab a glass of wine and just chill out. You know, that's how it all came together.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. No, going back, you and I also have in common. I grew up listening to jazz on the radio. My mom has always been a jazz fan.
I think you sing a little bit too.
I mean, I try, but it's not great. Some people pay me to stop singing. I feel like is the thing. But I'm so curious because I think it means so much to me, and it goes like back into kind of my DNA. But I know I've heard you talk about wanting to keep jazz, vocal jazz in particular, like alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you about it?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So as a young kid, my parents used to listen to this classical music station called 91.1 CJRT.
Yeah.
And at night they would play jazz music, so it would just kind of flip over. And I always had this idea of jazz was the night. It was like the cool time when you could be alone, you know, you and the music. And what I realized as I grew up and as a teenager is that I wanted to go see the jazz clubs. I wanted to be part of it.
Yeah.
And that's when I started to see the lifestyle of being a jazz musician, which is a lot of fun, especially when you're a young teenager.
Yeah.
And I just started doing it for fun, and then I realized that there were tons of people, both young and old, who were kind of part of this club. And ever since then, people said, hey, I'll pay you to do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, bonus.
Yeah.
So it all came just from this idea of this small little intimate group kind of going down to an old nightclub, and I wanted just always to be part of that.
That's absolutely fantastic. And you're going to be performing these songs in Western Canada. You're starting a tour.
Yes, so we started in Western Canada, and then we tour all the way till almost November. We're going through Eastern Canada, Ontario, all that stuff.
Wow, that is...
We go as much as we can.
That is so fantastic.